Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here. So today we're going to talk about successful people have a plan in place for completion. You know, we're still in the series about what we can learn from highly successful people, because it doesn't matter whether they're in your business or not. Successful people are successful because of the things they do. And I believe that success leaves clues. And if we watch what the successful people are doing, we can learn a lot from them. And so another thing that successful people do is they have a plan for completion. So on your path to success, you're going to encounter your fair share of roadblocks along the way, right? Some may be small, some may be huge, but you're sure to meet them eventually. I mean, just is what it is. And successful people know that, and they expect these roadblocks and these problems, and that's what their plan takes into account. So successful people also have no plan B. I mean, for example, Hollywood, you go to Hollywood, it's full of aspiring actors and actresses and people who are trying to break it in the biz, right? Who are trying to be successful. And who do you think are the successful ones? Yeah, it's the ones who believe that not making it is not even a possibility. That no matter how many times they fall down, they get up and they keep going and they find ways around whatever obstacles they're running into, right? It's the same for most every successful person, regardless of what field they're in. So people who see their end goal as the only alternative, they stay on the track that gets them there, no matter what bumps, bruises, setbacks, delays, whatever they run into, it's not going to stop them. So they just don't quit. They don't have a plan B because they don't need one. They're going to be successful. So what they do is they figure out how to get around those obstacles and problems that they encounter along the way. For many people, these signs of resistance and obstacles cause them to give up too quickly, right? They feel like it's not worth the effort. And in order to be successful, that's not going to work. You need to overcome those obstacles and have plans in place to easily maneuver around them or through them or over them or under them, right? And so in this instance, planning is key. While there's always going to be some obstacles you can't predict, right? There's plenty that you should be able to see coming. So if you take the time to sit down and think about what can go wrong in your path to success, you should be able to come up with at least a few things. So you want to take a good critical look at your goals, because if you're imagining that everything is going to be just fine, you're going to end up surprised when obstacles rear their heads. Right? Once you have a good idea of what obstacles you're going to be facing, then you're going to want to come up with plans on how you're going to address those. So for example, like if you're worried about something not working correctly, you could plan to either find a new way to accomplish that goal or contact someone you know who can help you. Without this planning, you might not be surprised when the obstacles come up, but you're not going to be able to address it as easily because it can still set you back because you don't have that plan that you're going to do it no matter what, right? You're going to find a way around it. But and when you're making that plan, the obstacles that you can take into account, they can be generic or they can be very specific. It's a good idea to plan for both because then you can get an idea of what kinds of problems you might face. So you might plan for what you're going to do if you get turned down from a job or if you don't get that promotion that you're working so hard for, or if you're in business, what are you going to do if you're unable to afford a particular item that's critical to your success? Having these kinds of plans in place, you're going to be a lot more confident and a lot more likely to succeed. Because, if you don't have the money, the money to be able to buy something you desperately need for your business, there are other ways around it. And if you don't look for those other ways, you're more likely to give up and you're not going to be successful, right? So you're going to be a lot more likely to succeed if you're ready for it. And at the very least, plan that you will run into obstacles. Just know that. You will. And if you expect them and you plan to overcome them, even generally, you're still going to have a better chance of success because you're going to overcome them, right? But you'll be surprised at how many people give up on that path to success just because of something that they could have planned for. I have so many people in my Avon business, like the first thing that happens, they didn't get brochures, I'm going to quit. I mean, things happen. You got to plan for it, right? So have an attitude that there is no plan B. You're going to succeed no matter what, because that's who you are. You're successful. You're going to make it happen. So by planning to be met with obstacles and planning to overcome them, you won't quit and you won't be easily dissuaded from achieving your goals. And you're going to have a lot higher chance of success in the long run. And you know what? You got this. I know you can do it. I know you can be successful. I know you can make this happen. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. What kinds of plans do you make in order to ensure your success? What kinds of things do you do to make sure that nothing is going to derail you? You know, what helps you stay on course and not give up? Please share with us. Please get back down in the comments and share with us. I would love to hear your thoughts. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for being here with me, and I hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow.